Oh, marmalade.
I got clickbaited on Amazon Prime. And I am so happy about it. One evening, as I was hopping between every streaming platform I have a subscription to, I came across Disney's live-action Jungle Book, and I was surprised I only had 2 stars out of 5. But hang on a gosh darn second, what's with the cityscape at the bottom of the poster? And what's with a much smaller subheading Make-A-Wish all about? I ended up watching the trailer and...
Go! Hurry, you little urchins! Get them! Yes, I will soon get to be human.
What the farting hell was that? This was so baffling to me, I had to see what the first 10 minutes were like. And I ended up watching the whole thing. If you're a fan of masterpieces like The Room, Birdemic, or anything Neil Breen has done, then this is right up your street. Brace yourselves, people. This is a safari you won't be forgetting anytime soon. Especially when this is how the film starts. The Jungle Book! Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Hello, little boys and girls. I am Mother Nature. I'm going to tell you a story about a little boy.
I'm guessing Mother Nature couldn't make it to the studio to record her lines, so they just used Skype instead. We're treated to some of the best stock footage money can buy as Mowgli and his dad stroll through the woods. I mean, jungle. No! Why are these animated scenes even here? People have been credited in a completely different style already. It took 3 minutes for this movie to go from shots like this to this. Night falls. In post-production, and footage of a tiger, courtesy of Getty Images, is out on the prowl for a late afternoon snack. The camera is not your dad, so stop looking down the lens, you little c- It took 7 minutes for this film to turn into a clusterfuck. I'm impressed more than anything. There's no pulse. Starting CPR. Come on, work with me. This little lad is a tad under the weather. To pass the time and distract with a potential lawsuit in his hands, the kid closes his eyes and imagines he's in the Jungle Book. And this is just the first of many scenes that are needlessly long. The sequence starts inside the ambulance, cut to the kid running through the jungle, back to the interior, then throwing a shot of the outside of the ambulance, rinse and repeat. It takes nearly 3 minutes for them to get into the bloody hospital. Things aren't looking so good, so the kid's grandpa turns to the Lord in this desperate time.
Lord, I'm not really one to ask for favors.
This is how the majority of the film's shot.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Are you as nauseous as I am yet? We're back in the jungle, and the grandpa is now Baloo? Wasn't this about the kid who'd simply imagined he was in the jungle? But other people within the real world story also daydream about being in the Jungle Book? What is it, like a Wizard of Oz, Jumanji, Matrix situation? You just mash them all together and just see what happens. Baloo is trying to save Mowgli from an old steampunk lady in a sleeping bag with the most unconvincing, sinister voice I've ever heard.
You stay with me, and I will take care of you. I want you to stay here and rest.
Get off! Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Leave him alone!
Oh, how you've inconvenienced me. And we're back to the hospital. I swear, every time this movie cuts back to the hospital, it throws in an establishing shot, just in case you forgot where this film's supposed to be set.
the tests show that the cancer is there and that there's probably not much we can do about it.
You look really heartbroken there, lady. It's time to take the little tyke home.
Mom, I feel sick.
Excuse me, Grandpa, could you maybe pull over so, I don't know, you can clean up the child's chunder? You're gladly going to show us a 2.5-minute sequence of them leaving the hospital and then getting into the car, but you can't even spare a few seconds to clean up the semi-digested potato smarties? Don't make me come in there and clean up your mess.
Good morning, Ohio. Hey, it's Fast Freddy here on 93.3 The Wolf. Today, in keeping with the Stand Up to Cancer campaign, we have a special cause for the Children's Hospital. We're going to get with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to have a few celebrities like Rihanna, Justin Timberlake, Sasha Colas, and LeBron James visit the children.
Name-dropping unaffiliated celebrities in your film about kids with cancer is a bit of a dick move. Not only that, but to also mention the Make-A-Wish Foundation by name when this movie has absolutely no affiliation with the charity whatsoever, and yet you make it the subtitle of your movie? You cheeky little monkey. But something seems slightly off with those celebrities that Fast Freddy mentioned.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong.
This elusive Sasha Colas has been in a few independent films, as well as being a singer and songwriter. The previous film she worked on, before being name dropped in this one of course, was called Silence Screams. This was directed by a chap called Vitali Versace. And would you Adam and Eve it? He's only making this film as well. So, this guy thinks he can include the star of his relatively unknown film with some of the most recognisable names in the world. It's a strange move for sure, but this is nothing. We've only scratched and sniffed the surface here. Allow me to indulge you in a brief history lesson as we dive into the mind of Vitali Versace. Vitali Versace is a Russian-born producer and director based in Cleveland, Ohio. He's worked on a number of films and television shows, but it's the films that he's directed that all have a common trend. Trend being the key word here. He started out with an original film in 2007 called Born into Mafia, which he also starred in.
Last night I was thinking a lot about you, how beautiful you are, how good you smell.
His next film was The Last Vampire on Earth, a blatant attempt to piggyback off the success of the Twilight Saga that was taking the world by storm at the time, with his own unique spin on things, of course.
He wants to help us. He wants to help find cures for diseases. He wants to help find a cure for diseases like AIDS. Maybe that doesn't mean much to you, but it means a lot to people like me who have it. That's right, I have AIDS and it's advancing very quickly. I'm not playing around.
We're just getting started. Bad Boys 3?
I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. Are you the two cops from Zimbabwe?
The Hunger Games?
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned.
Karate Kid?
You're on your way, little one.
Even Aladdin?
I'm in love with the princess. I'm in love with the princess.
What do you think he called his movie that is a Home Alone ripoff that stars a black child actor? His channel is a goldmine of weird shit. Case in point, American Sniper Trailer 2014. And then there's Jonah Hill Weight Loss 2017.
Just want to say hi to my friend Vitaly Versace.
I can't even... We're still not at the good part. In 2012, Mr. Versace released Utøya Island, an hour-long film that tells the story behind the horrific massacre in Norway where 77 people lost their lives. When enough time has passed, big movie studios spend a lot of time and effort telling these incredible stories from our history whilst being respectful to the survivors and those that lost their lives along the way. Vitaly Versace, on the other hand, waited only a year after the bombings and shootings happened to release his film. It was slated by critics, and people were outraged at how Vitaly approached the subject matter.
I snuck some weed in here. We're gonna hit that shit hard tonight. I got a flask. It's gonna be a good time.
That's good, I need a break. It's about time we get fucked up.
I want to keep this all on the down low, though.
Hey man, check it out. Zach's here. Don't worry. Hey, what's up, bro?
Not much, how you been, man?
He even made a film about Ariel Costello, who was arrested in 2013 for kidnapping 3 women. To Vitaly's credit, he did release the film 2 years after Castrello was captured, but part of me thinks he only made the film because it happened in Cleveland, Ohio. I could go on, but we'd be here all day. They make their way back home and the grandpa wants to spend some quality time with his grandson.
Hey, Max, where are you going?
30 minutes into the film and we finally learn a main character's name. But what's Grandpa's name? Does she have a barcode tattooed on her body somewhere? We're treated to a Sasha Collis music video and a random shrine in her honour. She's really famous, guys. We're totally not telling Porky's.
Got a nice little beat. What about the Beatles, huh? You're not a Beatles fan? Just Sasha, huh? Boy, oh boy. So this is one of them videos, huh?
Suddenly, Max takes a turn for the worse, so it's back to the hospital for another checkup.
Do you guys want me to read it to you? Yes. Yes. Before Baloo could stop them, the monkeys grabbed Mowgli. Help me, Baloo, cried Mowgli.
Vitaly Versace, king of the one take.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, whoa, the jungle VIP. And I've reached the top and don't want to stop. That's what's bothering me now. Ooba dooby woo boo, I want to be just like you. I want to walk like you and talk like you. And yes,
every 4 seconds, someone is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
Well, we take monkeys. We good? Huh? Well, what do you say when it's good?
Make monkey noises, you little fucks! Who I assume is supposed to be Bagheera, grabs Mowgli and makes a run for it. Bagheera takes Mowgli to see the wolves, who warn him that he's in grave danger.
Mowgli must go to the village. It's not safe here.
I don't want to go to the village.
You can't stay here. It's just not safe.
We're sorry, Mowgli, but there's no other option.
You must go. This is your only option. And we'll miss you very much.
This scene's, awkward. Everyone looks so uneasy. What on earth was going on behind the camera? You better get going, Mowgli. At this point, the film seems to forget what's previously happened and just starts repeating itself. The mum prays for her son. Mowgli and Baloo dance around with King Louie despite Mowgli already having done a run from him earlier. A different mother gets some bad news about a kid who has absolutely nothing to do with the story of this film. But hey, at least we get a minute-long scene of Max's mum getting out of bed, checking that human skin's still attached to her face, and brushing her teeth. That's character building you can't afford to miss. The old geezer bumped into his old punching bag from high school, and they reminisce about the good times.
I saw you the other day here, and I thought I didn't know that somebody told me that was you, and I just want to apologize for like me and some of the other football players. I know we picked on you.
We're 50 minutes into the film, Vitaly. Anyone that's stuck around this long knows that you're filming in a hospital.
But I just wanted to make that and then tell you that I'm sorry. you to take my apology.
I'll think about it.
You got fucking denied, you bullying piece of shit!
Have a good day now.
Alright.
Take care.
Check that off the bucket list. After that integral shot, Grandpa writes letters to powers far beyond his own for help. One to God and one to youth and love? He's clutching at straws, people. Just let him write to whatever feelings and demographics he wants. Actually, why doesn't he just try bargaining with death so that he can... And that's exactly what he's doing.
Please, please take me. I beg you.
Your soul is mine.
Max has managed to summon enough strength to stretch his legs and get out for some fresh air. Alright, let's see if this works. This is unbelievable. I shouldn't be surprised by this, but I really am. The constant shout-outs to celebrities in this film is a subplot of its own. Grandpa posts those important letters and is back to the hospital to check on Max.
Excuse me, choose your card. I'll tell you your future.
No, I don't believe in that. I'm a Christian.
Get that David Blaine shit out of my face, you witch!
Tom, are you sure you want this?
Took an hour and 11 minutes to deliver that plot twist. Still don't know her serial number though.
I got your letter.
Oh shit, I think she might actually be a witch. How else could she have made that puff of smoke appear over the film's letterbox? So it looks like Grandpa Tom's last-ditch attempt worked out, and Death is open to negotiations. Does this mean Grandpa Tom is going to make a deal with Death so that Max can live? Nope. He dies off camera.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and welcome to Pointless.
Devastated, Grandpa Tom walks past his childhood victim, who is patiently waiting for his cue to start moving, and the two have a heart-to-heart.
I want you to have this book.
Why?
It's a special book.
I love how defensive he is about being offered the book. I'm not falling again for that shit, Tom. I'm still pulling pages to kill a mockingbird out my ass from high school.
Thank you so much, too. Thank you. Yes.
Shere Khan the tiger had returned. The fearsome tiger hated all humans because a hunter once shot at him.
Oh, it all makes sense now. He's Shere Khan because he wears orange. And I wear purple, so that makes me a bellend?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Marley, you better come out, because finally I'll get you, because I'm king of the jungle.
I'm so menacing.
It's your future, not mine. You want to grow up to be an old lion like me?
You're wearing fucking orange, man. How do you not get that you're supposed to be a pissing tiger?
Mowgli, run, Sharkin is coming.
That's not... Vitaly, pay attention to your movie. Especially when your actors are struggling to ad-lib their way through a scene because you clearly couldn't be bothered to write any kind of script for the entire movie.
Yes, he is. Everybody loves him.
How do you know?
We've all raised him.
So you could raise a pack of people and they still would turn on you?
He hasn't turned on me yet. Why can't we just be friends?
Show me. Show me how we can be friends.
I don't understand. What is the problem with him?
Because he's a little kid. Little kids can be trusted.
But with very little cohesive convincing, Shere Khan agrees to put his differences aside and become mates with Mowgli 2.0.
We can be good friends forever, or we can be enemies. It's up to us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, don't worry about that, mate. Shere Khan will clean it up. Exit Tom and roll credits. And of course, we've got a catchy tune from Sasha to play us out. Take it away, Miss Kolos.
All I need for you to do is touch me now. Come on, touch me now. Touch me now.
This film is about a kid that dies from cancer. Touch me now. Well, that sure was a bunch of footage that somewhat resembled a film. And when I say a bunch, I mean an unnecessary amount. This film has so much padding, it's like doing a cannonball into a swimming pool full of cotton wool, and feather pillows, and a truckload of Always Ultras. Of this 82-minute film, based loosely on the Jungle Book, how much of this film do you think is actually set in the jungle? And this is the official poster of the film? Let me fix that for you. Flip around there, and add a bit more. Perfect. There's probably a much snappier film that could be condensed into 30 minutes, but then it would lose the "what the hell was that?" factor that I find so fascinating about this film. It's such a car crash from beginning to end that you can't not watch and laugh at how it just stumbles over itself again and again. The biggest mystery is, how did they actually manage to film this in an actual hospital? Vitaly must have some amazing connections.
A critic is a person who cannot do it himself, so it's easy to be a critic. I could be criticizing everybody, but I choose not to. I choose just to make whatever I enjoy making it. For all critics, you should try to make one film, and then we'll talk about it. It's easy to criticize.